Last weekend, I just bought another printer, the Bambu Lab A1 Combo. I already have a lot of experience with the P1S, and I researched this A1 thoroughly. So I decided to do some upgrades and make a few modifications within the first 72 hours of unboxing. The first upgrade is the AMS Top Mount. I have no complaints about the original design of the AMS Lite. However, as you can see, it takes up quite a bit of horizontal space. I needed to optimize this area so I could fit 3 to 4 printers in here. These design files were calculated and officially released by the Bambu Lab team. Because of that, I had zero hesitation. I just printed them out and put them together. As you can see, the space is now much more optimized. With any Bambu Lab 3D printer, filament poop ends up flying everywhere. The manufacturer pretty much left it up to the user to deal with it, but it's really not that hard to fix. A well-placed bucket and a stopper solve the problem completely. Next is the screen cover. It might not be useful for everyone, but personally, I find that having it helps minimize dust and keeps little kids' hands away from the screen. This metal frame area has some grooves, and I was worried that dust and small parts might fall in there. Plus, covering it up just makes it look cleaner. Moving on to the cable guide. I secured the cable according to the assembly instructions, but the movement of the x-axis seemed to slightly tug on the wire, and it didn't look great overall. So I decided to print an accessory to guide it better. Yeah, that looks much better now. The Z-axis drag chain. Bambu Lab seems to have heavily optimized the Z-axis cable in this version, as there used to be a lot of complaints about it. Right now, the Z-axis moves perfectly fine without any issues, but I still prefer a more rigid and muscular setup. The extruder front cover. I wanted something unique and corny. And hey, if it scares the kids away from my 3D printers, even better. Honestly, I should have put this at the very beginning of the video, and it really should be the first thing you print. It is incredibly useful, guys. Just remember to be careful when using it, so you don't cut your hands. Even though the X-axis cable was already doing great with the guide, after installing the drag chain for the Z-axis, I realized I really liked the chain aesthetic, so I decided to make them for both the X and Y axes. The filament spool enclosure. This item may or may not be important depending on the environment you live in. I live in Vietnam, where the climate is hot and humid, and the air moisture is always very high. So having something to isolate the filament from the ambient humidity helps me avoid the headache of printing with wet filament. These are silica gel beads, and they are completely reusable. The great thing about them is that they change color when they've absorbed maximum moisture. That's your cue to take them out to dry in the sun or put them in the oven. Finally, a larger accessories box. Having a dedicated place to store the tools that came with the machine, as well as room for future storage, is a must. I need to stock up on wear and tear items like nozzles. That way, when the current one breaks, I'll have a replacement ready right away, without having to wait. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm not really a 3D printer review expert, and my channel doesn't usually focus on this topic. Consider this video a rare exception. I normally focus on creating artistic projects, whether that's through 3D printing or woodworking. If you're interested in that kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, and see you next time.